Okay, so part of Home Buying 101 is making sure you have the right lender. Yes, the right lender. So many people assume that all lenders are the same, but they can make or break your transaction. They can make it a successful one. They can make your whole life more expensive. They can make your whole life less expensive. They are, I would argue, and this isn't just because I'm a lender, but it's literally like they can ruin your life. For sure, a bad one can ruin your life for at least a temporary period of time. They can make your life horrible. So picking the right lender is critical. So I'm going to be super blunt in this video. As you know, most of my videos are very unblunt. Oh, that's a lie. They're all super blunt, but here we go. So 7 years ago, I would not have made this video. I would have said, if your realtor recommends you to a lender, you should work with that lender. Now I say, if your realtor recommends a lender, you might want to double check. Yeah, just double check. So as you'll see in other videos, I always say check out third-party reviews, and I mean it. But the other thing is you may want to do a rate quote comparison, because what I've seen over the past few years is I've seen basically, how am I going to do this? Okay, let's go back in time. Zillow. Okay, let's go pre-Zillow. So pre-Zillow, if a realtor wanted to get business, they would use their social sphere, they would use networking, past clients, maybe some mailers, right? Mailers were cool, newspaper advertisements, right? And at that point, they weren't hitting up lenders like they do now. So at that point, maybe a couple realtors would be like, hey, do you want to share a newspaper ad with me? Okay. But now what's happened with technology is that it's made it so there's all these different ways for realtors to get business in ways that cost them less effort, to be blunt. However, with less effort comes more money. Yeah, more cost. And so they've looked to lenders to help subsidize this. Yes, that is something I hear a lot. So there was a period in my career, it doesn't happen as much now because I think people know I would just hang up and laugh at them, but I would get a call a week from a realtor I had never met, never seen, knew nothing about, that said, hey, I'd really like to work with you, but any lender I work with, they need to contribute to my Zillow budget. What? Oh, I see. So I can pay like $800 a month to help you market, and in return, you'll send your clients to me. So you're not going to ask me about my rates or my service or, how I treat clients. You haven't even Googled me. You're literally just calling a list of lenders, but you think that this would be good for your clients. No, but there's been a lot of that. There are a lot of realtors who they will sell their business to the highest bidder. And it basically comes down to, okay, how much will you spend towards their marketing? If you'll spend a couple $1,000s a month towards their marketing, they will tell everyone you're the best lender in the world. Doesn't matter if you are or not. Now, how do you feel as a consumer? Do you feel good about that? That someone's going to tell you that, oh, Bob's the best lender, but in truth, Bob just wrote a check and paid for some of your realtor's marketing? How are you going to feel about that? Probably not very good, because when someone's recommending another person to you, they should be recommending someone because they're good at their job. They're going to do something good for you. They're going to give you a really competitive rate. They're going to make the process easy for you. That is why someone should recommend a lender to you, not because they write a check. And unfortunately, people are writing checks and they're getting referred because of it. And someone might watch this and go, oh, well, Jen's bitter. No, I'm not. I just don't write checks. And I think it's wrong. I think it's really wrong to buy your business. And I think it's wrong for the consumer, because what happens, and you watch this. So I know a couple lenders locally who do this, who buy their business, and their rates are high. Their rates are 0.5% higher than mine. Of course they are. I mean, they're writing a check to the realtor every single month for a couple $1,000s. How could their rates be the same as mine? They can't, because they have this huge cost that they're having to write a check for in order to get Paul, the realtor's business. That's not good for you, right? And it's just because Paul wants to get more clients. So Paul wants to get more clients. He's going to have the lender help subsidize it. You're going to pay the price. How do you feel about that? Probably not very good. And it's, It's something I see all the time, and it's something that needs to be talked about. And I do have realtors that refer me business, but they refer me business because they know I'm gonna do what's right for the client. And not all realtors are bad. Most of them are good. Most of them are sweet and wonderful and want you to be happy because they're smart. They know that if you have a good transaction, if the lender that they refer you to does a great job, you'll come back to them too. You'll tell people about them because you had a great experience. There's just, there's enough rotten apples that I have to do a video about it. So when your realtor refers you to a lender, feel free to say, oh, cool, do they pay for any of your marketing? Now the realtor might be offended, but they'll only be offended if they actually do. If they don't, just say, look, I was told on a YouTube video to ask that because I guess it's a huge big deal now, but that's great that you're referring this person because you like them and not because they're subsidizing marketing. Seriously, you should know. I feel like you should know. I feel like there should be disclaimers and you should know. And just so you know, Zillow is not the only platform. There's so many different tech platforms that are putting their hands in realtors' pockets every single day to try to build their businesses and get more marketing. It is rampant. And for a realtor to have their hands in everything, it's very expensive. So I understand why they may ask, but at the same point, whenever you start getting a lender to pay for your stuff, the lenders can't really keep those low rates because how can they? Can't have your cake and eat it too. So I hope this video has been helpful. I hope that if your realtor refers you to a lender, they're a good lender and it's a real referral and it's not a paid for. So thanks for watching.